Liverpool is set to move for £50 million, complete successor to Thiago. As the summer international tournaments have concluded, the focus shifts to the transfer window, yet Liverpool remains silent, much to the fans' frustration. Arne Slot is evaluating his duly acquired squad, and sporting director Richard Hughes has indicated that more activity is likely post-international commitments, awaiting the return of several first-team stars. However, FSG is always keen on a shrewd deal, and such an opportunity might be too good to pass up. According to Italian sources, Juventus is struggling to meet Atalanta's demands for midfielder Koopmeiners, presenting Liverpool with a chance to step in. Liverpool has long admired the Netherlands international, whom Slot coached at AZ Alkmaar, and while Juventus hopes to close the deal, financial constraints are hindering their progress. With the funds available to Liverpool and Atalanta's asking price of €60 million, the Reds are well positioned to move forward. Koopmeiners, a versatile midfielder, showcases creativity in possession and solidity in defense, possessing the technical prowess to excel in the Premier League. The 26-year-old had to watch from the sidelines due to an injury just before the tournament, but was instrumental in Atalanta's Europa League overall triumph last season. They clinched the trophy by ending Bayer Leverkusen's record unbeaten run and defeated Liverpool along the way. Described as versatile by Serie A manager Piero Gian Gasparini, Koopmeiners spent much of the 2023-2024 season in an advanced midfield role, netting 15 goals and providing 7 assists in 51 appearances. Former coach Pascal Janssen, impressed by the player's talent, said, "His endurance is incredible. His ability to press and chase when out of possession is almost inhuman." According to FBref, Koopmeiners ranked in the top 6% for passes completed and top 2% for progressive passes per 90 minutes among attacking midfielders and wingers in Italy's top league last season, making him an ideal fit for Slot's high-tempo, control-focused system. Liverpool's midfield is well-stocked, but if Slot decides not to sign a specialist defensive midfielder, Alexis Mac Allister may take on a deeper role, as he did frequently under Jürgen Klopp last year. Wataru Endo also had a solid campaign last season, but the 31-year-old's capabilities are limited. Despite the midfield abundance, Koopmeiners could make a significant impact, particularly by filling the void left by Thiago Alcantara, who retired from football after his Liverpool contract expired last month. The 33-year-old was considered one of the world's best technicians but suffered from injuries, which marred his final professional spell, culminating in just 5 minutes of play against Arsenal in February. Even though Thiago's Liverpool career did not reach the envisioned heights, he still excelled in his 98 appearances, with Tony Cascarino naming him among the best. His statistical contributions in the 2023-2024 season were negligible, but the previous term clearly demonstrated his quality despite significant injury issues. In the 2022-2023 Premier League season, Thiago ranked in the top 2% for passes completed and progressive passes, top 11% for successful dribbles, and top 10% for tackles per 90 minutes among midfielders, showcasing his completeness. Once hailed as a complete midfielder by Dutch legend Ruud Krol, Koopmeiners could be an excellent successor to Thiago, embodying some of the Spanish player's key ball-playing attributes, along with sharp intelligence. Slot is working hard to instill his philosophy in the Reds, and despite losing one of the brightest midfield talents in the Premier League, he could quickly replace him with Koopmeiners, a player he knows well. The Dutchman is tenacious, highly skilled, willing to contribute defensively, and possesses the fitness required for Slot's fast-paced system. FSG is known to have been working hard this summer to secure Koopmeiners, whose quality is undeniable and will significantly bolster Slot's team. Richard Hughes can provide £131 million in transfer support for Liverpool. Arne Slot's plans for Liverpool's new season are about to fully unfold. The Reds' summer transfer plans are expected to accelerate with the return of players from international duty and the ramping up of club negotiations. Looking ahead, Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes predicts a transfer crescendo in August. But before that, Slot's initial interactions with the players during preseason training might give some clues about how their squad will shape up for the upcoming season. Slot has already mentioned the high standards displayed by the club's young talents and hinted that their performances could influence Liverpool's transfer plans in the coming weeks. However, the future of several older players who might move elsewhere will also impact Liverpool's recruitment strategy. Hughes' priority is to clarify Kevin Kelleher's future. The Irish goalkeeper has expressed his ambition to become the team's #1 this season. This comes as Alisson returns to Liverpool's US tour following his Copa America participation. Kelleher's departure remains uncertain, but seeking more playing time could see him leave by the summer's end. Nevertheless, retaining him should be a priority for the Reds. In a market where Arsenal paid $38 million for David Raya and Chelsea paid $32 million for Robert Sanchez, letting him go for a small fee is unlikely. Therefore, a price tag of at least $30 million for a player who played a crucial role last season seems fair. If Kelleher departs, the deal could include specific sale or buyback clauses, a hallmark of Liverpool's trading under Michael Edwards. Meanwhile, Sepp van den Berg is also more likely to leave the club, with Liverpool valuing the Dutch player at $25 million. It's still unclear whether Slot will include him in his plans as a centre-back, but at 23 the player needs regular first-team football for his career. Mainz showed interest following a successful loan period, and PSV Eindhoven is also interested in the defender. A compromise on the fee is possible, but $25 million seems optimistic. Nat Phillips and Rhys Williams are other names expected to leave the club this summer. For the 27-year-old Nat Phillips and 23-year-old Rhys Williams, the Reds will not demand high fees, but both have proven their ability to compete at a high level. A combined fee of around $9 million seems reasonable. Elsewhere in the squad, it might be time for Kostas Tsimikas to seek new opportunities. The Greek defender has served as Andy Robertson's backup for 4 seasons, and his time at the club seems naturally limited. A fee of around $19 million for the 28-year-old is deemed appropriate. Midfield dynamo Tyler Morton, who drew attention during loan spells at Blackburn and Hull, is attracting significant interest this summer. Liverpool might choose to keep the 21-year-old, but with interest from clubs like Salzburg, a price tag of around $22 million is reasonable. Another name recognized at Salzburg before moving to Hull from Leipzig is Fabio Carvalho, who scored 9 goals in 20 matches. It makes sense for Carvalho to impress during pre-season under Slot, but given Liverpool's strong attacking options, a departure before the end of summer wouldn't be surprising. The Reds paid around $6.5 million for him, and hope to recoup approximately 4 times that amount for such a talented player. This equates to a realistic total of $131 million in sales, considering the rumors of changes in Liverpool's senior forward line this summer. Luis Diaz is linked with Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain, and uncertainties surround Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez. While Salah and Núñez are expected to stay, Diaz's future seems less certain. If Diaz leaves, the Reds are asking for at least $78 million. The Colombian player has become a key figure since joining the club in 2022. Replacing him won't be cheap, so the Reds plan to make the most of their assets.